Gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm Babyface B. Today, we are going to take our Autry Springfield receiver and barrel, mate them together. Remember, two lines have to line up over here. Get them mated together, and then we'll do a separate video on head spacing. I'll do a whole video on how to head space one of these. So we'll get this in the lathe chalked up, cut that shoulder back a little bit, get this together, and then crank it on. Other ways you can do this. So I will report of another way that this can be done is through lapping compound. It is not fun. You can take this off, add lapping compound, lap it together, and mate the two faces. That's how I did it one time. It's a horrible pain in the butt, so lathe is the better option. So let's move over to the lathe and get this going. All right, so when the receiver goes on, you can see the two lines are separated by 15 degrees, 20 degrees. We want it to be about 5. 5 degrees gives you just about the correct torque spec. That's what I've always read, is you go about 5. So we will take this line here needs to come right to about there. That'll let us torque it in correctly. That'll give you just about the right torque spec. We're not doing it to science. We're just doing it like so, right about there. And to do that, we not cut our hands, we take this shoulder here backwards. The further backwards you go, the more this will twist on. That's the basic idea here. So let me start cutting. I read somewhere online that it's something I saw said about 50 thou is ish what you need, 40 to 50 thou. Don't take that for gospel. Go off of the lines. So do a 5 degree offset and that'll torque in correctly. So let's remove this, cut a little bit, and then luckily this is nice because it's easy when you're working with over the bed like this, so you can test really quickly without losing anything. All right, let's get started. And so you can see, just like that, that's all the material you need to take off. We're probably just about 2 or 3 degrees out with it snugged in. So, like, it stops right about 5. I could snug it down a degree, but we're going to torque it in the rest of the way. That's all it is. It's really that simple. There's very little meat that has to be taken off of these old barrels. And you can see that when I take this off. Oh, it likes to catch right at the end. You can see the fresh cut right there at the end, nice and square. So let me take this out of here, move it to the barrel press, barrel vise, hold it in the barrel vise, and torque it on. Give me a second. Ooh, it's a hot day today. New barrel's in. Oh, we're using a new barrel. I made a slight boo-boo on the last one, but let's see. You guys probably can't see that. The two lines are about 5 degrees apart. We have the wooden blocks rosined up. Let me see if I can get them in there and get this barrel cranked on. So I gotta remember what I said last time. I don't know if I told you guys, but I found that this clamping method using the 12-ton press works really well. Flashlight. Almost there. Tiny bit more. This is about the amount of torque you want on it. It's gonna be tough getting it to that last little bit. We're almost there. Let me go a little bit further. I'll show you guys, there's not much to see here. I'll show you guys the witness marks when we're done. Ooh. God, we're so close. The wood's moving on us. So we get this last little tiny, we're less than a degree off. There we go. We are on. You can see, let me move the light back. Whew. So when you get the correct amount of clearance, the correct degrees of offset for those two witness marks, you can see how it takes a lot of strength to get that on there. That's on purpose. It's all correct. So let me take this all apart, bring it over to the, over to the bench, and I'll show you what we get. Cross your fingers, hardest part of the job is done. Let me get it over there and I'll show you. So, as you guys can see, those two witness marks are perfectly aligned. Don't mind the shiny spot, that's from the lathe. I'm gonna touch it up, don't worry about that. But those two witness marks are perfectly aligned top to bottom. That means that your rear sight and your front sight are going to be perfectly aligned, 100%, because the factory in 1944 did it correct, and I do trust that they did it correctly. The war effort did some amazing things for machining. So, what do we got left? Next video, I'm going to show you guys how to chamber this. Remember, this barrel is short chambered. That means the chamber is not all the way through. So we're going to take the reamer, chamber this thing fully. That's a pretty quick video. It's very easy. Again, it's kind of expensive, but it is easy to do. Then we will clean up all of the small parts that are needed to build this, put it into the chassis, build it out, and go test fire. We're only a couple videos out from having it done. So get excited for that. If you plan on doing something like this yourself and you need to buy the tools for it, check the pinned comment. I have an affiliate link with Brownells. If you use that, I get a couple bucks back, and it goes directly back to the channel. It doesn't go into my pocket. It goes back to working on projects like this. That's if you use that link. You don't have to, but if you plan on buying stuff, it helps a little bit. Anyways, gents, get ready for next Monday. We're going to chamber this thing out. Again, not too bad. Get ready, we're going to do that. All right, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.